A very good afternoon to Dr. Shazlin, our statistics lecturer, and my fellow friends. Today, my group are going to present about the survey on KFC in Malaysia. Before we start off, I would like to introduce myself. I'm LYDIA Melissa anak SAGAT, and the first one is VENCENT KERUN SUDIN, Nurul Atikah binti Muhammad, Nurul ASMIMI binti RAMLI, and MUTHIAH ISTIQAMAH. Okay, to start off the introduction, the existence of fast food center such as KFC in our country, Malaysia, has given lots of benefits to all Malaysians. We all know what is KFC, right? It also stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. However, the achievement not only satisfies the entrepreneurs of the food store because they do not know the level of service and quality of their food to the customers. To solve this problem, we, as statistics students of Science and Mathematics faculty, represent our group to make a survey on KFC to find our ways to solve this unexplained mystery.
The objectives for this survey is to apply the survey by using formula in statistical inference, to apply the survey by using formula in statistical packages, and then to find how much money of the KFC customers spend for their food. And then the fourth is to find out the living cost of the respondent. Next slide. Okay, location and place of survey. Next slide. Okay, the location is around Malaysia, the KFC that have in Malaysia. Okay, next slide. And then research of methodology. Okay, we use 60 respondent of our sample, and then instrument we use questionnaire. And then the questionnaire, okay, we use Google Form, and then we analyze the data and then combine it in Excel, using Excel. Okay, this is our survey. This is average of every state, average living cost. Okay, for Putrajaya is around RM3,250, Kuala Lumpur 2,500, Selangor 2,362, Johor 1,950, Negeri Sembilan 1,870, Penang 1,800, Melaka 1,680, Perak 1,630, Perlis also same as Perak, Pahang 1,600, Kedah 1,500, Terengganu 1,500, Sarawak 1,350, Sabah 1,240, Kelantan 1,200. Next slide. Okay, survey and analysis of qualitative and quantitative data will be handled by LYDIA Melissa.
Okay, moving on to survey and analysis of qualitative and quantitative data. For qualitative data, as we all know, a qualitative variable, also called a categorical variable, are the variables that are not numerical. It describes data that fits into categories. For an example, eye color. Variables include blue, green, brown, or hazel eyes. Whereas for quantitative data, quantitative variables that are measured on a numeric or quantitative scale. Ordinal, interval, and ratio scales are quantitative. A country's population, a person's shoe size, or a car's speed are all quantitative. Variables that are not quantitative are known as qualitative variables. Okay, as you can see, these are the gender, male and female. For the frequency for male is 19, whereas for female is 41. The relative frequency for male is 0.317 and relative frequency for female is 0.683. Based on the table, the frequency that I said just now for female is more than male by 22. The relative frequency for male is 0.317, whereas the frequency for female is 0.683. The percentage for male and female is 31.67 and 68.33% respectively. Here is a pie chart based on the graph. female has bigger percentage than male with difference of 36.66%. The percentage of female is 68.33% and male is 31.67%. This is a qualitative data because we cannot measure the variable we use, which is male and female. Moving on to the next variable, which is age. Based on the table, we know that the frequency for the class 1 until 10 is 1, until 20 is 48, while 21 until 30 is 7. The frequency for the class 31 until 40 is 2, but for 41 until 50, if you notice, is 0. The frequency for 51 until 60 is 2, and lastly for the class 61 until 70 is also 0. Again, this is a pie chart. From the pie chart above, we can conclude that the mode is class is 11 until 20. This is because this data contain the highest frequency than other classes. The percentage for the class 1 until 10 is 1.67%, which conquer the largest area of the chart. The percentage for classes 31 until 40 and 51 until 60 have the same value, which is 3.33%. Moving on again, as you can see, this is a bar chart. This is a histogram. From the histogram above, we can calculate the range for this data by using the formula shown below. Range is equal to the highest value minus the lowest value. From this, we know that the range is 48, where 48 minus 0 is also 48. This data contain unimodal, which is mean this data only have one mode. Moving on to measurement of central tendency by my friend MUTHIAH.
Measurement of central tendency. This part gives the center of a histogram or a frequency distribution curve. This section discusses three different measures of central tendency, which are the mode, mean, and median. This is for the data age, so we can go through for the mean. Untuk umur 1 hingga 10 tahun, kita punya frekuensi adalah 1, dan 11 hingga 20 tahun adalah 48, sehingga 61 hingga 70 tahun adalah 0. Ini bermaksud kita punya mean di sini mendapat 18.5 daripada 60 responden. Our median is 17.0417. Bermaksud kita punya median dalam lingkungan 17 tahun hingga 20 tahun tadi. For our mode, kita akan tengok dari modal kelas, frekuensi yang paling tinggi, which is 11 years until 20 years old. Tapi kita punya mode yang paling tepat adalah 15.5 tahun. Okay, measurement of this expression of variation. Di sini kita akan mengkaji dia punya variasi. This section discuss three measures of dispersion such as range, variance, and standard deviation. And kita akan lihat yang mana lagi disperse. Di mana bila standard deviation lagi besar, maksudnya dia akan lagi disperse. Next. Okay. Data yang samar tadi kita ambil dari age. Tapi di sini kita akan kira M square tadi dan M square F. Next. Lepas tu kita akan dapat variance 71 dari formula sigma M square F minus sigma MF square over N divide by N. Kita punya standard deviation is 8.4261. Okay, I will proceed to Mimi.
Okay, next is the binomial probability distribution.
Okay, the binomial probability distribution is one of the most widely used discrete probability distribution. A binomial experiment must satisfy four conditions, which is have identical trial, have two and only two trials, and sum of the probability success and the failure is equal to 1, and the trials are independent. Okay, for the binomial distribution, we use data for gender, and this is the data for gender, which is male we got 19 and female we got 41 respondent, and the probability for male out of 60 is 0.316667, and for female is 0.68333. So as you can see here is the pie chart for this, for the percentage. Okay. Here we want to investigate the binomial distribution of 3 males that rate 5 on KFC food. The probability for male out of the respondent is 0.31667. Next. Okay, here to make the reference easier, we provide table for probability distribution from 1 until 9. Okay, so just now we want to investigate 3 males out of the 19. So for 3 we got 0.10309568. So as well we want to investigate the binomial for female. Below is the table for binomial distribution. Okay. So this is from 0 until 13 female, and this is the apa?
Probability.
Yes. Okay. So this is 0 until 13 female, and this is the probability for right. And as you can see, this is the graph for the probability. I will proceed this data analysis to Atikah.
Okay, next we move to the slide data analysis. In the data analysis, we find the chi-square test of independence, which is the chi-square statistics is commonly used for testing relationships between categorical variables, meaning that the chi-square test used to determine if there is a significant relationship between two nominal categorical variables. For the example, such as gender with salary. For this chi-square of independence, we fix that alpha is 0.05. Okay, we take one of the example from our investigation, which is gender and salary of respondent. We want to investigate whether the salary is dependent or not with the gender. Gender can be divided into two, which is male and female, and salary can be divided into 5 categories, which are A under 2000, B 2000 and 2001 and 4000 until E category. The table below shows the contingency table for the gender and salary of the citizen. This is the contingency table, which is male is 19, frequency for male is 19 and female is 41. Total is 60. Okay. In this chi-square test, the hypothesis for H0 is the salary of a citizen is independent on the gender, and H alternative is the salary of a citizen is dependent on the gender. Okay. The degree of freedom, we know that
column minus 1 times number of column minus 1 times of number of row minus 1. We can see from the table below is 4. And the categorical value we can see from the table, which is 9.488. Okay, the gender and salary for female, we can get the total of objective minus expected, power of 2 divided by expected, we can get 0.547438, and for the female we can get 0.255566. And the chi-square test value, we substitute into the formula, which is we total from the female and male, we can get 0.803002. And the conclusion here is, do not reject the null hypothesis since the test value do not fall in the critical region, which is from table below we get 9.488 larger than 0.8033 from the chi-square test value, and there is not enough evidence to support the claim that the salary of a citizen is dependent on the gender. Next, I give to Lydia Melissa to continue the part.
So for conclusion, since our survey are on students, we found out that students' living cost is average. From the survey, we also know that many of them have allowance below 2,000 ringgit. This allowance includes sponsorship, scholarship, parents, and part-time jobs. So, we want to propose our solution, that is, KFC should give student discount to the students or create student package. This package will be efficient and beneficial to both sides. That's all from us. Thank you.